My teacher said I'd never amount to anything, so I bought the school and had her fired on my first day as principal. Mrs. Bramwell had it out for me from day one of 3rd grade. While other kids got stars on their papers, I got red marks and snide comments. Raven will never understand fractions, she'd announced to the class. Some children simply lack the capacity. I was 8 years old, sitting in the back row where she'd banished me, watching her humiliate kid after kid, but I was her favorite target. When I struggled with reading aloud, she'd sigh dramatically. Perhaps you should consider trade school when you're older, dear. Mom worked 3 jobs to keep food on our table. Dad had left when I was 5, and she was drowning trying to raise 4 kids alone. When I brought home my report card, she'd just nod tiredly. Do your best, baby. Mrs. Bramwell knew we were poor. She knew Mom couldn't come to parent-teacher conferences because she was cleaning office buildings at night, so she felt free to destroy whatever confidence I had left. The breaking point came during the school spelling bee. I'd studied for weeks, practicing with my little brother until I knew every word by heart. When my turn came, Mrs. Bramwell gave me restaurant, a word I knew, but as I started spelling, she interrupted. Wrong, she said before I'd finished. Raven is eliminated. I'd spelled it correctly. The whole class knew it, but no one spoke up. That night, I made a promise to myself. Someday, I'd show her exactly what I could amount to. I threw myself into learning everything, not just schoolwork, but how the world actually worked. I read business magazines at the library. I studied successful people. By high school, I was tutoring other kids and saving every penny. College was community college first, then state school on scholarships and loans. I majored in business, minored in education, worked every summer internship I could find, graduated summa cum laude. My first job was at a tech startup that got bought by Google. Stock options made me comfortable. The next venture made me wealthy. By 30, I was running my own investment firm. But I never forgot Pine Ridge Elementary, or Mrs. Bramwell. Last year, the school district hit financial crisis. Budget cuts, teacher layoffs, talk of closing schools. Pine Ridge was on the chopping block. I made them an offer they couldn't refuse. I'd buy the building, modernize it, and lease it back to the district for $1 a year. All I wanted was oversight of hiring decisions. Mrs. Bramwell was still there, 40 years later, still crushing kids' spirits, still targeting the poor ones, the different ones, the ones without advocates. Walking into her classroom that first morning as the new principal felt surreal. She looked up from her desk, older but unchanged, the same condescending smile. "Can I help you?" she asked. "Actually, yes," I said, placing her termination letter on her desk. "You can clean out your classroom. Security will escort you out in an hour." Her face went white. "You can't. I have tenure. I'm the principal now, the building owner, and I've reviewed your performance evaluations. 40 years of crushing children's dreams ends today." As she packed her things, hands shaking, I addressed her classroom of 3rd graders. "Who here loves to read?" Every hand shot up. "Who here is smart?" More hesitant hands. "Let me tell you a secret," I said, kneeling to their level. "Every single one of you can amount to anything you want. Don't let anyone tell you different." Mrs. Bramwell was escorted past the window, cardboard box in her arms. One little girl raised her hand. "Are you really the principal now?" "I am," I said. "And things are going to be very different around here."